UDP attempted to storm BTL and stop the board meeting today. We'll show you all that happened. And BTL's chairman says the board is undeterred. Also, the bite is too big at the customs department. Well, that's what car dealers are telling us. You'll hear a recording from a man who paid $7,000 to a broker when his duty was just $3,000. So, where did the other $4,000 go? Plus, we'll tell you how call center employees were using stolen credit card numbers to buy concert tickets. We've got details of these and all the stories in our newscast for tonight, Tuesday, January 27th, 2026. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craig.
This newscast is brought to you by Cellular World, your authorized Samsung distributor.
This January, it's time to jumpstart your 2026 with Cellular World. Stay connected with a new smartphone starting at just $119. Find tablets for kids, students, professionals, and creatives starting as low as $129. Create unforgettable memories at home with clear image and sound on a new smart TV starting at only $369. Take your music everywhere with JBL headphones and speakers that keep up with you on all your adventures. Or level up your fun with the latest video consoles and gaming accessories at the best price. And enjoy a fresh start at home with appliances designed to make everyday life easier. Jumpstart your 2026 at your nearest Cellular World location: Belize City, Belmopan, San Pedro, and Orange Walk. Or contact our virtual store at 615-5141.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and credit cards, perform account inquiries, and access detailed card information. Whether you need assistance with online banking, merchant support, or general inquiries, our team is ready to help. For added convenience, if all operators are busy, you can leave your number and an operator will return your call as soon as possible to ensure you receive the support you need. Depending on your transaction type, we may need to verify your identity through a set of security questions. And remember, Atlantic Bank will never request your username or password for Atlantic Online via phone call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Welcome to the new digitally transformed Vital Statistics Unit, the Civil Registry and Vital Statistics System, CRVS. The CRVS enhances accessibility, transparency, and customer satisfaction. Vital Stats now offers online self-service, which allows you to apply for any service from the comfort of your home. You can now apply for services and pick up certificates at any of our district offices. All of our processes and forms have been standardized to improve the security and privacy of your data. The new digitally transformed VSU now offers secure e-certificates, providing applicants with the flexibility to request either an electronic certificate, a paper certificate, or both formats, digitally connecting citizens to all vital statistics services. Visit our website to learn more and start accessing Vital Stats improved services today.
No frills, just great prices at Courts. We don't just talk about it, we got it. Get the best in quality and prices on appliances, electronics, furniture, and much more. That's not all. Get up to 40% off select items. Shop today, pay later with Courts Ready Finance. It's no frills, just great prices. Only at Courts. Bringing value home. Conditions apply. Offers end January 31st, 2026.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Can you produce your driver's license, please?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, Mr. Vernon, it's valid.
Yep.
Mr. Vernon, did you know your insurance will be up tomorrow?
Oh, really?
Make sure you try to update your policy, please.
Thanks so much for the heads up. Babe, can you please renew my policy?
We know that you get caught up in life sometimes, which is why RF&G Insurance makes renewing your insurance policy easy with WhatsApp. Just WhatsApp the words "Get Started" to 670-8700. We will prompt you to select the service you are interested in, select the service, and answer a few simple questions. An RF&G representative will process your request and follow up with you when your transaction is completed. It's that easy. Use WhatsApp and skip the lines. Remember, it pays to get it right with RF&G Insurance, a Road Group company.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
Indian restaurant located at 148 Newton Barracks Road in Belize City, saying great authentic Indian cuisine. More space, a VIP area, and better ambience. Visit them at their new location or place your order via WhatsApp to 614-667. Restaurant. Come enjoy a true Indian experience.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
What was supposed to be a peaceful protest outside BTL headquarters on St. Thomas Street today turned explosive after UDP protesters busted through the police line and stormed onto the compound. While there were no bullets, real or rubber, there was tear gas as the police formed a human barricade at BTL's door while workers watched with concern from the windows. Courtney Menzies was on the ground this morning and has a look at the most chaotic part of the morning. Here is that story.
Tell party leader, get ready. Yeah, let's go. Let's It is over. We are calling. We are asking for the thing to be done.
This was the moment that Brian Odinette, otherwise known as Yellow Man, broke through the line of police trying to block access to BTL offices. After that, all hell broke loose as his supporters joined him in storming, if not the building, at least the parking lot, as they were pushed and pulled and hauled by scrambling police officers. The crowd managed to rush the front doors, or were blocked by the officers from going further. In the midst of the chaos, the police released tear gas, and Odinette needed to step back to wash his face. But 30 minutes before, he warned the police and those inside the compound that that was the UDP's plan.
I can assure you that 10 o'clock, everybody out here will be entering the compound.
To do what?
We are heading to the board meeting.
But they never made it to the boardroom, and in fact, they didn't even enter the building. And while some supported Odinette, others, like Lee Mark Chang, tried to keep the peace. However, after about 30 minutes, the party leader called off her protesters.
We did what we came here to do.
Let's go.
They then left the compound en masse with no major injuries, and with the bonus of a message sent emphatically.
Why do y'all have to take it this far? Why did y'all say the need to take it this far?
Why do we have to take it this far? You have the audacity to ask this question. You have the audacity as a member of the independent media to ask why we have to take it this far. You haven't seen anything yet.
What happens if charges are pressed against any of your supporters this morning?
We got them back.
And Chang does too, since he explained why he tried to play mediator.
I do not believe in violence, first and foremost. We're here to demonstrate, and we must keep the peace. We have a right to demonstrate, but we do not have a right to destroy or storm the building. So I had to make sure that our guys relaxed and did not cross that line.
What were you telling them?
Do not make your right your wrong.
Isn't it already a wrong from the time you breached the compound?
Yes, but at least it never got further escalated, right? And that when I saw that, I quickly went and I tried to defuse the situation.
And for the most part, it was only the UDP protesters that tried to storm the building, since the unionists politely waited it out on the street.
We have our workers in there. We have our brothers and sisters in there, and we don't want to scare them. It's not that time yet.
I did not come out here to create havoc for my fellow unionists in the Belize Mission Workers Union and in their workplace. I came out here to say Chairman Lizaraga needs to go. I came out here to make a plea to Lord Ashcroft to leave Belize alone, just go in peace. And I came out here to ask the Brisenians to stop exploiting this country and stop saddle Belizeans with debt for your own self-enrichment.
But while some chose to wait it out, the escalation may have caused, at the very least, an interruption in the board meeting.
President from the Belize Communications Workers Union just communicated with us that he entered the boardroom where the meeting was happening. I told him to please end the meeting because our brothers and sisters in there are very concerned about what happened just now. They are a bit afraid, and to ensure their safety, they asked the board to please end the meeting now.
But as the leader of the opposition put it, this is just the beginning.
This is but phase 1. We have phase 2. All right, good. And phase 3. Right. And phase 4. And as many phases as is necessary until they get the message.
Courtney Menzies, 7 News.
And this afternoon, BTL issued a huffy press release condemning the protesters' quote, unlawful trespass on their compound. The release says while they respect the right to peaceful protest, the trespassers created an unsafe environment for the employees and customers. The release adds that while the trespassers sought to disrupt the board meeting, the meetings, quote, will continue as scheduled since, quote, yielding to intimidation would constitute a breach of their duties. We note that BTL did not respond to any of the 3 very meaty press releases sent out yesterday by the NTUCB, the Chamber of Commerce, or the independent senators, but did manage a 375-word release on today's event. And after this morning's suspended board meeting, this afternoon BTL executives went to meet with the Public Utilities Commission. The PUC, whose commissioners are all appointed by the Prime Minister and whose chairman, Dean Molina, was a long-time employee of the Ashcroft Alliance, has been silent since news of the acquisition went public. When we asked for a comment weeks ago, a representative told us that they received notice of intent from BTL, but no final decision has been made, and once something is under review, they cannot speak until a final decision is made. Today's meeting started at 1:30 and went for some hours. But if they are interested, the PUC law certainly has the teeth to put major brakes on the entire acquisition. It says, among other things, quote, no licensee may transfer or assign or sell a license granted to it under this act or cede control in the operations of the licensee or merge with another person or licensee without the prior written approval of the PUC. The PUC may refuse a cessation, sale, or assignment of a license or a merger or takeover of a licensee when it determines that the objectives of this act may be frustrated, end quote. We note that the objects of the act all have to do with creating a competitive environment. We'll take a break now. When we come back from the law books back to the streets, we'll have the full recap of today's event, including Alfonso Noble's bacon outfit, plus a heart-rendering story about a 19-year-old who's now a paraplegic after a tragic accident on a school-hired van heading to a sports tournament. Don't go away.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. There will also be a bike rally throughout the streets of Blue Creek and Belize City on February 7th and 14th respectively. All participants will get a free oil change. Check out our Facebook page for more details. Love Your Honda is all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February, only at Benquit Equipment Parts Service.
En Atlantic Bank, tu comodidad es nuestra prioridad. Nuestro centro de contacto está diseñado para mejorar tu experiencia bancaria. Con una amplia gama de opciones de servicio al cliente, ahorras tiempo y esfuerzo. Puedes llamar fácilmente para bloquear o desbloquear tus tarjetas de débito y crédito, realizar consultas de cuentas y acceder a información detallada de tus tarjetas. Ya sea que necesites asistencia con la banca en línea, apoyo para comercios o consultas generales, nuestro equipo está listo para ayudarte. Para mayor comodidad, si todos los operadores están ocupados, puedes dejar tu número y un operador te devolverá la llamada lo antes posible para asegurarse de que recibas el apoyo que necesitas. Para mayor seguridad, es posible que necesitemos verificar tu identidad con un conjunto de preguntas sencillas. Recuerda, Atlantic Bank nunca solicitará tu nombre de tu usuario ni contraseña de Atlantic Online por llamada telefónica, mensaje de texto o correo electrónico, asegurando que tu información personal permanezca segura y protegida. Nuestro equipo de apoyo está disponible de lunes a viernes, de 8 a.m. a 6 p.m., en inglés y en español. Simplemente marca al 223-1212. Esta es la línea dedicada para nuestro centro de contacto. Atlantic Bank se compromete a brindarte un servicio excepcional y las herramientas que necesitas para administrar tus finanzas de manera conveniente y segura. Aprovecha al máximo nuestro servicio del centro de contacto.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Man, that's me. And I really need to get my ad out today.
Really? Well, you can join our Smart Group plan.
Really? How that work?
Easy, let me tell you.
Whether it's family, friends, or your small business, we've got the perfect plan for every group. More members equals more savings, more connections. Smart group plans bring the connectivity you love to you and your circle. No one gets left behind. Explore Share One package options and add on unlimited data, calls, and SMS for the entire group for less than $50 per member. Visit any Smart showroom countrywide or email sales@speednet-wireless.com to sign up today. Smart, bringing people together.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning. the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
Champion security, champion security, champion security. Yeah. Your security is our business, so we gonna protect you like a champion, like a champion.
Guess what, Mr. Handsome? Yeah, over there, Champion Security. This is the place to be. What does sign say? Champion Security. Here at Champion Security, we provide quality service. You know why? Such as triology lock, fire alarm, IP camera system, gate operator, biometric lock, and alarm system. Champion Security. Make a go check out where they go on inside of Champion Security. And boy, nice to meet you, my brother. Tell me a little bit more about Champion Security.
Well, welcome, Mr. Hanson. Here at Champion Security, we offer fire system, alarm system, camera system, gate operator, access control, and also trilogy locks and magnetic locks. Everything you need to do with security systems for residential and businesses, you could find everything here at Champion Security. We also consist of 12 technicians, and we offer technical support 24 hours. So anything you need for your security systems, you could find everything here at Champion Security.
Remember, guys, here at Champion Security, we live by our motto, where your safety is our business. Give us a call now. Don't forget to check us on Facebook, Instagram, and all the social media platforms. And continue to shake it to the max all the way. Champion Security, the best place to be. We care for your safety.
You wanna rent it? It's not a problem. We got remote gate.
When our community comes together, hope shines brightest. Join us Friday, January 30th at 7 p.m. for Hope for Dr. Eck, a special fundraising event at the House of Culture. Enjoy great music by Firestarter Sounds, Tone Jam, DJ Clarks, and DJ Woody. Delicious food and drinks on sale, raffle prizes and dancing, all in support of Dr. Eck. Tickets are $100 per person, and tables are only $50 seating 6, plus a complimentary glass of wine. Prayer of Healing begins at 7 p.m. Presented by Modisco and Niche. For tickets, WhatsApp 624-1828. Home for Dr. Eck, Friday, January 30th at 7 p.m. at the House of Culture.
We've always said that BTL does not fear competition.
They promise that a monopoly will lower your bills. But do you remember the last time BTL was a monopoly?
I am tired of this increase of rate. This is ridiculous. This is outrageous.
It is time for us to stand up together and say enough is enough.
They're done with GOB. They promise a lot of things and they sell it out.
A monopoly that is neither legally bound nor apparently morally inclined to give in.
Lord Ashcroft, they feel like they could come and lord it over us, and we have to stop this fool.
BTL is taking over $90 million in debt to buy smart. They have to pay that back. And how do you think they will do it? By squeezing you. When there's only one phone company, only one cable provider, and only one internet option, what incentive do they have to charge you less?
The Prime Minister has personally called to persuade board members to support it.
You get the politicians you vote for.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sun Up on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
These charter means aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Shirley Kelsel,
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening with your news and the bureaucrat.
Please You're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
$80 million. That is what BTL is paying to buy a company they don't need.
They don't need redundant assets, I'm speaking.
Mr. Ashcroft wants to get rid of this. He's been wanting to get rid of it for some time.
$62 million goes to the Ashcroft Alliance.
The Prime Minister sees it as incumbent upon him.
$18 million goes to the Prime Minister's family. They get to cash out. And what do you get?
But now we're going to a monopoly.
No more choice. Higher rates, and even worse.
Political hacks appointed to the board, and they don't like what Jules said a morning, or they don't like what Moses said a morning. Cut the signal. Yeah. Deprive the people the service. Cut the internet. Cut this, cut that. BTL run by a political board. This is a very chilling situation.
You have to object no and loudly.
This newscast is brought to you by Cellular World, your authorized Samsung distributor.
This January, it's time to jumpstart your 2026 with Cellular World. Stay connected with a new smartphone starting at just $119. Find tablets for kids, students, professionals, and creatives starting as low as $129. Create unforgettable memories at home with clear image and sound on a new smart TV starting at only $369. Take your music everywhere with JBL headphones and speakers that keep up with you on all your adventures. Or level up your fun with the latest video consoles and gaming accessories at the best price. And enjoy a fresh start at home with appliances designed to make everyday life easier. Jumpstart your 2026 at your nearest Cellular World location: Belize City, Belmopan, San Pedro, and Orange Walk. Or contact our virtual store at 615-5141.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
The bite is too big. That's what car dealers have been telling us after the Customs Department recently switched to a new system of valuation called the transaction value method. It prohibits use of what is known as the residual method of valuation, meaning, in theory, that the customs officers cannot freely use their discretion to give car importers an ease. But for months, we've been hearing about the use of brokers at the northern border who act as an unofficial bridge, allegedly, to customs officers. Those car dealers who want a break are directed by the customs officers to the brokers, and they work out a package deal, something for the government and, well, something for everyone else. But recent reports tell us that the ratio has gone all out of sync. The government is getting a few $1,000s in duty, while thousands more of the dollars are going to the borrower and his contacts. Tonight, we have the secret recording of a phone call between an importer and the broker of choice at the northern border. We have distorted the voice of the importer as he questions why he's paying $7,000 when the government collector's receipt he got is just for under $3,000.
They say, help me out. You say, okay, $7,065. Then a duty I pay, right? The receipt will you give me? Right now, the receipt will you give me right now, the receipt will you give me, 3,000 something, right? So now, and the WhatsApp message will send you the 7,000, but it's the 3,000 I duty, but I don't see where this 4,000 gone, right? Why 4,000? 4,000 gone away. No, but you know, my receipt number 7,065. Me and you know how the thing work, man. But tell me something, between me and you, when I pay that 7,065, right? To the same brokerage consultancy thing when you send me don't have to call the name, right? I know to put you under the spot. But the 4,000 go to somebody, right? Well, not to one person, but it go to, it split up. The additional money we go to. The person that needed to, what we need. We did it, right? Exactly. What happened don't happen, so please explain to me what do you want me to do. I would have want to work out something for me, man, that I get want your money back. I just tell you what you want to get back, and I get back your money for you. Not just yourself. I take the last. Please send me a account number, make I know I owe you, and I get money to you. I want to try to get back these 1,000 back for you, and I get it out of my pocket, and I get that.
We did reach out to the broker for comment, but he did not reply. We did get a call from a source in customs who tried to suggest that the importer got taken for a few $1,000s by his own relative who drove the vehicle down. The importer, who asked to remain nameless, disputes this. In December of 2024, students from Ocean Academy in Kikaka were in a terrible accident that claimed the life of Alex Bainton and left several injured. The students were on their way to attend a basketball tournament in Orange Walk when the tire blew out, causing the vehicle to overturn. Well, one student who survived is finally talking to us tonight, telling us about the terrible, traumatizing incident that left him paralyzed. Gilbert Hecht told us his story.
On November 29, 2024, an accident changed the life of 19-year-old Gilbert Tech, a former student at Ocean Academy High School. He and his team were headed to a basketball game in Orange Walk when the van lost control and flipped multiple times. Up to now, he still can't remember fully what actually happened.
If I'm being honest, all I remember was laughing with my friends in the van we were in. Then I blinked, I was in hospital bed.
He reflected on his first time waking up in the hospital and realizing he was paralyzed.
It was very, very scary because I didn't know where I was or why I was there or what had happened. I was and what also made it scary was because I was trying to speak, but I couldn't speak. I was mute. And then my legs weren't moving. I wasn't really sure what was happening because my knowledge on paralyzed wasn't very strong at that time. So I didn't know what was happening. I was very scared and the doctors weren't really telling me anything. So I was very confused and it was scary. Paralyzed from the waist down. I can't feel from right here all the way down. Yeah, and this leg is a little tricky with this leg because of the broken femur. I can't really flex this leg how I want to. How I cope with the pain, I honestly can't. Because the pills aren't really the pills don't really work for me, what I've noticed, but I just gotta sit there in pain until it stops or slows down. And it was easier to maneuver in the wheelchair when I was at the States.
And now this young man faces a whole new existence, the hard road of being a handicapped person in Belize.
I would like to ask for people to respect handicapped users and stuff because they would park in the handicap parking sometimes, and it really makes it really harder to maneuver around city.
And with the trauma and injuries that the group of boys and teacher experienced that day, they still keep in contact.
Oh, I love those guys. They're like my brothers, all of them. I still stay in touch with a lot of them, and especially Mr. Zuniga, our teacher, who was also injured in the accident. I always check up on him here and there. We're good in contact, yeah.
In contact with the living and remembering the friend who has passed away from the injuries sustained in the accident.
Our relationship started from the on the basketball court. That's how we gained a stronger relationship. Our relationship was always about jokes and stuff because anytime he would see me, he would go, "Oh, big forward, Gilly," and yeah, I always teased him back. I always remember him as a jokey, ongoing, strong guy from Key.
And Tech now finds strength in his family and how they are handling this situation.
Since all of this happened and we're back home and settled in, it has been a struggle. the entire family we all had to adjust, our lives to accommodate his new situation. We struggle every day with him getting used to his new situation, his new way of life, him not being able to move as much as he wants or how he wants to. Because if anybody knows him, he has always been this moving, energetic young man. He was going to school, he was working, he was playing ball. So it's very difficult sometimes to see him in that space or in that place where he struggles with getting used to this new way. The first thing we had to do, I had to make sure that we had the ramp built at the front of the house, because we're like 3 steps up to get into the house. So we had to get that done before we came home, to make sure that that was there. We had to make adjustments for the bedroom with the bed, to make sure that the bed is not too high or too low for him to get on and off the bed. The arrangement in the house itself had to be readjusted for him to be able to get through in and out. We also had to get an AC installed in the bedroom, because I'm not sure if you guys, some people might not be aware, but he had to get a colostomy bag, because he can't, like he mentioned, he can't feel from the waist down.
It's a heavy burden for the single mother, now carrying a paraplegic.
Financially, it's kind of difficult sometimes, because we have therapy that we have to go to. We have different things that we need to get for him to make sure that he's comfortable. Like I said, he has a colostomy bag that supplies. There are different supplies that I wouldn't really want to go into much detail, that he requires. When it comes to assistance, if anybody would like to still assist, we will openly accept. It doesn't necessarily have to be monetary. There are a lot of things that he needs, a lot of things that are required to make him comfortable. Like I said, it doesn't have to be monetary, but whatever assistance anybody would be comfortable with, or would, from the bottom of their heart, would like to, we openly accept.
Clifford Mejia, 7 News.
Tech will be going to the U.S. to get further treatment, including surgery. Anyone wanting to assist his mother can contact her at 603-3314. And now in other news, a Belizean teacher from San Pedro has been sentenced to prison after being convicted on 2 of 3 counts of sexual assault involving students. 47-year-old Alex Jones Norales, a resident of Barracuda Street in the Boca del Rio area of San Pedro town, was today sentenced to 18 months in jail after being found guilty of sexually assaulting 2 second-form students in January 2024. Norales was charged with 3 counts of sexual assault involving 3 students. Last Wednesday, January 21st, 2026, a magistrate found him guilty on 2 counts related to the second-form students, but acquitted him on a 3rd count involving a first-form student. During the trial, Norales, being represented by Ronel Gonzalez, maintained his innocence. While admitting that he hugged the students, he told the court that the embraces were innocent and non-sexual. All 3 students testified that teacher Norales allegedly groped them. The magistrate ordered that the 2 18-month sentences run concurrently, meaning Norales will serve 18 months imprisonment in total. Aaron Wilson was charged back in 2024 after he was accused of acting boisterously inside the Ladyville police station. He had reportedly gone in to inquire whether his employee was in police custody. However, there was no evidence to support the charge against Wilson, and when he showed up to court, he found that the complaint was never filed. This led Wilson to file a claim against the former compul, Chester Williams, and PC Shanika Hoare, who made the accusation against him for what he characterized as unlawful detention malicious prosecution and trespass to his person. His attorney, Norman Rodriguez, stated in the claim that Wilson's unlawful detention caused him to lose income since he was held for 22 hours and was unable to work. But the matter never went to court, and instead GOB settled with him. He spoke more about it yesterday.
Everyone knows that that case went viral with me and the police girl who said that I was acting boisterous. I personally felt that she charged me for something that she did. She was the one acting boisterous, but they charged me for it. But that matter is over. I can't talk much on it. On the settlement, I can't talk much on that because that's confidential. But that's it. That's behind me now. It was never about the money. I can say that I feel victorious, even though we never have a full trial. I feel victorious at a place where I once felt alone and defeated, because everyone knows my past with the police department. So this was the right thing to do. I feel victorious, and I feel good that they have agreed to settle with me, and that this matter will not be continuing, and that's it.
Wilson was unable to disclose the settlement amount. Last night, we reported on the credit card scam being carried out by a few call center employees who were running their fraud through the Chunsan Palace app. Well, the fraudsters have taken it to another level and have been using QuickPass, the new virtual ticketing app designed for Belize. Jaleesa Roberts spoke with QuickPass management reps who said how these criminals turned credit cards into eventful memories.
QuickPass has become one of Belize's most widely used digital ticketing platforms. But behind the QR codes and seamless check-ins, a sophisticated pattern of fraud has been taking hold. According to QuickPass Public Relations Officer Delroy Fairweather, the first warning signs surfaced during BTB's Belize International Music Festival.
We were made aware of situations involving fraudulent purchases on the app. Probably like around the time when the Belize International Music Festival, that's when we started to have received a lot of chargeback from the cards.
QuickPass internal systems revealed what was happening. Tickets were purchased, scanned, and redeemed. Then weeks later, payments were reversed, a clear indication of stolen or unauthorized credit card use.
When those activities were seen on the app, and then a chargeback started occurring, that's when we realized that, someone has been, or maybe multiple persons have been utilizing credit cards which did not belong to them, no?
In response, QuickPass invested heavily in tightening its security. New protocols were introduced. Card names had to match account holders. Suspicious transactions were flagged automatically, but criminals adapted.
As the technology evolved and the scammers, if I could use that term, are getting a little bit smarter, we have to update our protocols. So one of the things that we had done as a safeguard mechanism was to restrict certain card users from making purchases, namely cards from the US, because we realized that some of these were the areas where we would have had a lot of the activities occurring. And that's why, like I said earlier, we had put in place where if the card holder does not match the name on that account, then that's flagged.
Despite these measures, fraud persisted. At one local event, QuickPass escalated the matter to the cybercrime unit.
One of the situations that we had was an event that we had, a local event. We found, again, there were some purchases that were being made. We flagged those purchases. We got in contact with the cybercrimes unit. They assisted us, and they actually had a personnel right there on the spot when those persons came to redeem those tickets. Luckily, they were there, and of course, we did not make a big scene or a big issue over it in terms of trying to shame anyone.
This isn't about getting into a concert for free. This is calculated fraud. What alarms investigators is that this is no longer simple opportunistic concert-related leisurely theft. IDs are now being stolen, and organized criminal elements are beginning to get involved.
It's not all people at those call centers are actually, bad people, because, it's maybe only a handful of people who actually sit down, study the system, and try to figure out ways to get around it, therefore putting their whole industry in jeopardy, because, again, what they're doing amounts to some serious penalties. But one of the things we realize that the app has grown. A lot of people are very much used to this app. Whenever there's events that they would want to, have this app utilized. So, it's a kind of a balancing act. And yes, you win some and you lose some. Like, no one goes into business to lose money. But, it happened.
Fairweather says the consequences extend well beyond Quick Pass.
It doesn't matter how much advice you would give to people, because it's like basically taking candy from a child. In certain cases, this is what some people would figure out. But again, like you said, putting your entire industry in jeopardy over, maybe just going to a concert or going to an event, things like that. People really need to start looking at and realize that, it might be all fun right now, but once the industry shuts down, then you have all these people who will be out of a job.
Police continue to probe into possible prosecution, all while the industry is at stake of the deeds of a handful. Delisa Roberts, 7 News.
And to add a clarification to last night's story about abuse of Chunsan delivery app, we showed you emails from Justin Parks. For clarity, we need to stress that Parks is not involved or implicated in the credit card fraud in any way. He is merely an employee of Heritage Bank addressing the chargebacks. And again, he had absolutely no part in any fraud. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll take you back to St. Thomas Street, where we'll have the full recap of today's wild protests, including Alfonso Noble's bacon outfit. Don't go away.
$18 million. That's how much the Bersenio family stands to make from the sale of Smart to BTL.
But what is the purpose for the acquisition? Simply to eliminate the competition.
Also, Belizeans get set back 20 years.
You had taxpayers of Belize paid hundreds of millions of dollars, all in the name of promoting competition. And now, with this move, we would be end up right back where we were with a monopoly.
But it's more than just a step back.
It's very clearly treason, because the deal was secretly orchestrated. The family of the Deputy Prime Minister and Michael Ashcroft appear to have been working together and against the government of Belize.
Over 20 years ago, the Brisenios got a secret interconnection agreement from BTL. Now, BTL is going to spend $80 million to buy the company they helped grow.
Michael Ashcroft's cutthroat strategy.
You get the politicians you vote for.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
At Atlantic Bank, we stand as more than just a financial institution. We are your partners in progress, dedicated to fostering your success by providing tailored solutions to micro, small, and medium enterprises. Your successes are our triumphs, and every success story deserves to be celebrated. We pledge to stand by you every step of the way. Today, we celebrate the values that define you with your unwavering dedication, steadfast commitment, boundless innovation, resolute work ethic, and unyielding ambition. we will navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and continue building the future together.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
For our headlines, we showed you what happened when the UDP stormed into the BTL compound. It was a peaceful protest gone wrong. All right, if you're one of those who oppose the acquisition. About 300 protesters were out there today, and they were not only party supporters. The crowd included almost all the unions, as well as working professionals. Reporter Jaleesa Roberts was there from the very start and gives us a play-by-play.
It started at roughly around 8 a.m. this morning on St. Thomas Street. UDP party supporters started coming in to what was being dubbed as a, quote, peaceful protest. It started inauspiciously with only a trickle of supporters. But the atmosphere changed when the UDP party leader, Tracy Panton, arrived and gave the gathering a sense of purpose.
I believe the board will meet. Whether or not the provisional agreement will be signed is another thing. I know for sure that SSB is not on board. The BCCI is not on board. The NTUCB is not on board. Our independent senators are not on board. And for sure, the UDP is not on board with this acquisition.
What would a provisional agreement trigger based on your understanding?
Well, we don't know. As again, everything has been covered in a shroud of secrecy. Which doesn't make no sense. This is a public institution. It is owned by the Belizean people, and it cannot be used for private gain.
The UDP chairlady said that they came for what she called, quote, good trouble.
I'm sure you heard of the term good trouble. Good trouble.
And would you care to comment on the police presence out here?
Well, that's questionable for me. Is it that BTL has secured the services of the police to be on their compound? Or is it that when we got lawful permit to be out here, they should be out here in the public space protecting the public?
Pitts explained that even though the BTL board met with the UDP, they are still unsatisfied.
You are here with the same understanding that we all have. There is no space in the current landscape for monopolies at all. No space. So what will they do?
We're loud but firm in purpose.
But for us out here as a representative, we notice we're at this side, we're just observing and we're keeping status of what's happening in there as well. Believe me, we know what's happening.
One union leader was also there for the BTL protests of 2015. And Leonora Flowers wasted no time in making it known that she is willing to do it again.
There is too much at stake here for Belizeans to just sit back and watch it go through. We've had this before in the past with the same administration. I was upfront and foremost with them help, and I'll say it again. That was not an easy deal. We had to sink in front of that. I asked somebody recently, have we paid off all those debts? I am still not aware.
The calls for the removal of the chairman was loud as party loyalist Alfonso Noble dressed in his bacon outfit to mock the chairman's political name. At shortly after 9 a.m., word started reaching us that at 10 a.m. the supporters would be storming into the BTL compound and make their way to the boardroom. The hero or joker of the day was Brian Yellowman Audinet, who told us the intention.
How can this government tell the people of Belize that they are going to make BTL acquire Smart? Why is it that they are even selling Smart? Is Smart even they make any money? If Smart was profitable, they don't want to sell Smart. I can tell you one thing, guaranteed, 10 o'clock, we will enter the compound.
Well, the compound was breached and they lifted the gate at exactly 10 a.m. as promised. They were met by police force. Police had created a human barricade at the front side of the building. When the crowd rushed, so did they, and those at the front lines were met with tear gas and pepper spray. For about 15 minutes, the back and forth between protesters and the police ensued until the leader of the opposition called order in what she deemed was now her court. The message sent and received.
We are not here to create, to cause mayhem. We're here to send a message, and I want to say that the message was heard. We understand that the PUC is meeting right now. And we understand that this board had to abandon its provisional agreement today. And so we understand that no vote will happen today. And so I think the victory belongs in the hands of the people.
And the UDP suggests this is just the beginning of the season of agitation and activism. But BTL's chairman has given no indication that they will be deterred. Jaliza Roberts, 7 News.
We'll keep monitoring what's next, but despite the growing public uproar, there is no indication that BTL's chairman intends to pull back from the proposed acquisition at this time. And the scene outside of BTL today has played out somewhat similarly before. Back in 2005, BTL employees gathered outside the Esquivel Telecom Center right there on St. Thomas Street. They did so in protest, demanding that they had a say in who would own and operate BTL. And, of course, the Ashcroft Alliance was at the center of the dispute. Here's a look back at that story from over 2 decades ago, reported then by our dearly departed Keith Swift.
Uncertainty over the future of BTL brought tensions at the company's corporate headquarters on St. Thomas Street to a head this morning.
The option that they're presenting and options that we're looking at is the best way forward, where you get rid of we'll get rid of the foreigners and make we control. Yeah. Right? But there are the litigations and there are agreements that they have signed with these people. I don't know how they mix them and they get out of it, but that's it. The point is, the main option that is there is facing towards Ashcroft.
Workers clearly weren't happy, and the tense mood on the company's compound became downright ugly when at around 10 a.m., Investment Minister Fonseca emerged at the door to leave and was greeted by this. Led by government-appointed CEO Gaspar Aguilar and flanked by a BTL security guard, a bold Fonseca managed to find his way to his ministerial ride, all the while enduring the wrath of the employees. Ministers, workers are saying they want BTL back in Belizean hands. Is that
the whole idea? That is the whole idea. That's what the whole process is about.
Are they going to get what they want?
Yes, they will.
How is that going to be possible?
Let's settle them. How did the meeting go? No problems at all.
Fonseca drove off, and it was left to CEO Gaspar Aguilar to deal with the riled up crowd over the megaphone.
One question, all right? I want to know if you respect me as the head of this.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Then I ask you to be quiet and listen to me. We have no choice right now but to work along with the government if we need to take control of this company legally.
And if we're going back 20 years, we have to talk about Brian Yellowman Ordonette today. He was the star of the show, leading the protesters through the line of police and being tear-gassed. But even that didn't stop him, because this isn't his first rodeo. I mean, not at all. For decades, he's been the UDP's staunchest soldier on the front lines of protests, rallies and demonstrations. And tonight, in a homage to his endurance on that front line, we take a look back to January of 2005 for a few of his greatest hits, which prove that he's maintaining form.
I was there with a camera in the crush of the crowd, the bared teeth of an angry mob, as they tried to pull down the police barrier on the stairs of the National Assembly. Stairs which would become projectiles, slabs of concrete turned into mobile battering rams. So now the stairs are broken and they are using the stairs of the National Assembly to mercilessly pelt the police. And the police are holding their ground, remaining in formation. Now this will provoke Mr. Jeffries to run into the crowd. There he is, he's fallen on the ground, and somebody kicked him when he fell on the ground. Jeffries may have fallen, but the police held their ground and held the line. This is one man who tried to get across to the National Assembly building, and the police stopped him in his tracks. The young attorney, Mike Perfeet, also made it to the top of the hill and was taken away. But none was a match for a yellow man who cut right through the middle of their defense, like a forward on a football field who can't believe how open he is. And here we see yellow man right through the middle, cut through the middle. Yellow man comes up the stairs and the police catch him. And they try to take him back over to their side. Now they're holding him on the ground, beating him in the foot. He supposedly bites, he's accused of biting one of them, and runs back, escapes, and runs back into the crowd. So he's back in the UDP crowd, one of the most daring escape. Indeed, Yellow Man ran back like Bolt. But with all that, the house never fell. Yes, the meeting had to be suspended after a tear gas canister was picked up and thrown at police, and the fumes wafted into the House chamber. But the chamber stood intact, and so did the National Assembly building, even as the stairs were reduced to rubble and trash. That's as far as the rioters got.
And that's it for our 7 News tonight. Thanks for watching with your news. I'm Indira Craig. Remember, you can find a full transcript of the news at 7newsbelieve.com and see the streaming video on our Facebook or YouTube pages. Have a pleasant evening and don't be back here tomorrow at 6.